I, a 34-year-old woman, recently got married to the love of my life, my wife, and I couldn't be happier. I run a small business selling t-shirts, and over the years, I've built a pretty solid following on social media. I often share glimpses of my life, and when I posted pictures from our wedding, I was overwhelmed by the love and support from my followers. Most of the comments were kind and celebratory, but then there was her. A stranger, let's call her Karen, who turned out to be a friend of a friend, left a comment on one of my wedding posts saying, "You should be ashamed of your lifestyle, you need to repent. I'll be unfollowing you now that I know more about you." I didn't know her personally, and her words stung, but honestly I was more annoyed than hurt. It wasn't the first time someone had shared their unsolicited judgment with me, but I was still fuming at the audacity of it. Rather than ignoring the comment or deleting it, I decided to clap back in my own way. I screenshotted Karen's comment, username and all, and posted it to my stories with a caption that said, "I love it when the trash takes itself out." My followers rallied behind me, leaving encouraging comments and condemning Karen's hateful words. Here's where things escalated. A few of my followers apparently decided to dig into Karen's profile and found her employer listed in her bio. They contacted her company, sharing screenshots of her comment and expressing outrage that someone who spreads hate speech was representing their brand. The backlash was swift. Karen's employer publicly announced that they do not tolerate hate and had terminated her employment. Now, here's the thing. I didn't ask anyone to contact her employer. I didn't even suggest it. But when I found out she had been fired, I had mixed feelings. On one hand, I believe people need to face consequences for their actions, and spreading hate, especially so publicly, shouldn't go unchecked. On the other hand, I never intended for her to lose her job, and I hate the idea that someone might be struggling because of me. Karen, of course, doesn't see it that way. She sent me a DM accusing me of ruining her life and trying to destroy her livelihood over a difference of opinion. She said I should have just ignored her comment instead of sicking an angry mob on her. Part of me feels bad for her, but another part of me wonders if this is just a wake-up call she needed to realize words have consequences. My wife says I did nothing wrong because I didn't tell anyone to contact her employer or retaliate against her. I just posted her comment as is. My friends are split. Some say I shouldn't feel guilty, while others think I should have ignored her and taken the high road. So, Reddit, am I the asshole for posting her hateful comment online, knowing it ultimately led to her being fired? Should I have just let it go, or was I right to let her face the fallout of her own words? What do you think? Let us know in the comments.